What's up, everybody? Today we're just going to do a first look unboxing of, you already know the shoe, it's in the title. And the other day I threw up on the community tabs what you guys thought of it, and specifically in this colorway. And we're just going to take a look at it together, unbox it together, go over some of the features, and go over the pricing. That's one thing I asked. The pricing is, you know, is what it is. I accepted the pricing, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get this shoe until I saw it in this colorway. And then I was like, okay, that one speaks to me. That's giving me some vibes. So without further ado, let's check out the TJ Rogers S signature shoe. First S fully signature shoe in, I don't know, long time? Yeah, we got the box. Yeah. So I got it in the, it says black and blue, but there's not a lot of blue on it. And yeah, we'll go over see how it fits, sizing, all that stuff, and the features. So let's open her up. Stuff fell out. CCS. So I did get these from CCS, which is my local. Technically, they're about 20-minute drive away from me, and but I ordered online and they come like the next day. So it's technically my local. So let's get into the shoes. So initially, after I watched the David Bluetowel video, he said they retail for $130. So that was what I was expecting. But to my surprise, they were $120, which, hey, it's 10 bucks. 10 bucks is 10 bucks. After tax and everything, I ended up paying $130. Some people may think that's a little expensive. I also think it's a little expensive. I think around the $100 mark, maybe even $110. Hey, what are you gonna do? If you don't know who TJ Rogers is, then I don't know where you've been, but he's a guy that I'd like to vote with my money, as they say, and I was stoked for him to get a shoe, especially with S. I think it's really cool. Let's pull one of these out and see what we got. That first in hand seems like a big, puffy, bulky shoe. It is a 9.5. I got mine at a 9.5. I can wear S's and 9s, but I figured I'd be safe. And that thing is chunky. That's got a lot of material in it. The puffy tongue. Look at that toe cap though. I mean, if this thing isn't giving you like circa Mark Appleyard vibes, I don't even know. And that's part of the reason why I really wanted to try it. And you know, a lot of S is kind of potentially, they've gone downhill in the last few years on some of their fit and finish and materials and just overall like durability and how they're put together. They seem to kind of break apart a little quicker, but in hand this one seems very, like, I don't see any flaws or anything like that. There she is, guys. There she is. So yeah, first look. Let's go over some of the features they say that we have in this here shoe. So there she is in the same color I got her in. We'll wait to lace her up. We'll see how they do like look on feet and all that kind of stuff. But man, they seem wide, so I'm not worried about them fitting my wide ass foot. I wouldn't think so. But yeah, so there they are, same color compared to the white and the red there. It looks good. I just, it's not me. I also like suede, so this one, if they do this in all black with that gum, ooh, that's gonna look so nice. And I have a feeling they will. So yeah, let's go down to some of the details. It's proud to introduce David Signature by wearing 4 wheels. I think we all know who TJ Rogers is. If not, you know, I'll probably have some clips playing along here so you can see who he is. So yeah, it claims triple stitch toe cap, exposed underlay ads. I'm guessing that's what that is right there. So that probably goes underneath this toe cap and give it even more durability. So that's nice. Also, nice little aesthetic there. Like I said, circa vibes for sure. New E-bound foam made for heavy impact. 30% softer, 20% more impact resistant than traditional molded PU. That just says international at the bottom. Oh, I can't see that. It says international. S. And this is like a new sole. It is very much like the Avant. but it is different. But it is very, very close. I'm guessing they probably save money and stuff, and that he did say that's one of his favorite soles. They kind of worked it off of that one. Not really anything wrong with that. It's a TJ Rogers shoe. It should be TJ Rogers style, right? Double stitching on the eye stay. Probably around that area there, huh? Around this area. So this one's kind of cool for some of you people, but it's got the hidden loops in there. So you can lace it right there if you're a lace breaker. You can put it in there and hide your laces, and nope, don't break your laces. And that's something probably all skate shoes should come with, in my opinion. At least some kind of system, at least the first 3 eyelets, they should make it so you can hide them. I'm not a lace breaker, because the way I kickflip, I don't really rub against here or anything like that, or lots of tricks. I'm definitely more on the toe. So I probably won't be using those, but for you lace breakers out there, that's a nice little touch. Molded TPR Astay U-Stay guard adds structure and durability. That must be like this rubber they got going around here. So, I mean, that should definitely help. It's a nice flexible rubber too, so that should definitely help with all that shit. Mesh panels and perforations add breathability. Is that a mesh panel? Is that mesh? Yep. That's mesh. It's gonna be kind of hard to see in there, but there's some mesh in there on the side. Not like the Ashads, the first Ashads, the only real good Ashads. Not quite as thin as that, but as much breathability as you could get in this shoe, probably good because she's a big boy. She's a puffy guy. And it looks nice. Molded EVA insole adds a further layer of comfort and impact. So that's something we just can't see. That's in there. That's frickin' battery died. What were we talking about? The insole, or molded EVA insole adds further level of comfort and impact. Let's take out this insole. See what this thing's about, because apparently it's supposed to be different. Okay, it's different than all the other, but I don't think it's going to be anything special. It's got like different texture on the bottom. It feels nice, but it's a little thicker than I thought it'd be too. There, a little thicker in the heel. It probably doesn't need that. Cool little touch, this little doggy right there. Hurrah! But yeah, it's a different insole. It's definitely a different feeling foam than all the other S's. And then inside of the shoe, you got that little guy right there. And last but not least, Geo Hex tread pattern for superior traction. That we will find out when we skate them, because it's hard to say, because there's a lot of like flat, there's not a lot of texture, but there is some in the right place. It does feel kind of like a harder rubber on the bottom. It doesn't want to flex too much this way, which is good for your primos and stuff. So flexing that way it's pretty stiff. So, but this way it's much better, which is pretty obvious. It's a cup sole, like it's gonna be like that. It's gonna have more protection and all that kind of stuff. And then last on the list, it says suede. For this model, it is suede. I think suede's the best material for skating. It just feels the best, it lasts the longest, and yeah, so there she is. So let me get it laced up, and then we'll be back and maybe see what it looks like on the feet. Alright, we got them all laced up. And another cool thing, this is, so I pull out the other shoe, it comes with extra laces, which a lot of shoes don't come with extra laces anymore. So it comes with the black ones. I'm gonna rock the white ones here for a little bit. Let me cut this off. And put that over there. So, yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, it does have tongue straps, which I think was on the list, maybe, and I skipped over it. Yeah, so there she is. Does that not give you like circa, like OG and S, obviously, vibes? I think it's mostly this, and even a little bit of that side paneling. But it is a clean looking shoe. And yes, But the price part of it, like, it is what it is. I haven't paid full price for a skate shoe in quite a while, and this one seemed worth it to me. I almost bought the Reynolds shoe. Hate me in the comments for this. I would rather buy a TJ Rogers shoe than a Reynolds shoe. It just is what it is, and that's why I had to pull the trigger on this one, and $10 cheaper. So at most shoes I wear a 9.5. I got these in a 9.5. A lot of S's I can wear a 9. They fit perfect. 9.5. Like my toe is, I got them on right now, and they are comfy. They are comfy, I will tell you that much. They are super comfy. How will they skate? I don't know. Let's see what they look like on the feet, I guess. Alright, it's kind of dark in here, but there they are, guys. On the feet. On the feet. Don't mind my dirty legs, I just got off work. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, what colorways you think would be super sick. And then obviously, you know, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and then so you can see me skating them, doing the same tricks at my same spot, of course. And then see, you know, how they're gonna last, how they're gonna do that stuff. What do you think about just the price, all that stuff? Let me know. I think it's sick that TJ Rogers got an actual shoe. And I don't want to say, there's no good way to say this. It's not half-assed. It's not full-assed. It's like 90-assed, 90% assed, maybe 85% assed, because the upper is brand new and it's great. The sole is slightly different than the Avant, so they did make a new sole. I feel like they just saved money by using part of the mold, if that's even possible. I don't know. I don't know how that whole shoe thing goes, but they did add, you know, like the toe cap, and that's different. And it is different. This isn't quite a gum either, but it's gummy enough. Nice black and gum. But yeah, what colorways would you like to see this in? So yeah, first look, TJ Rogers. They are comfy. That's all I can say is, like, man, they are comfy, and they are wide enough for me, which is great. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys on the next meow.